and then she wants to sleep in my bag, and so it's just a cycle that I just can't get them to stop.
All right. Well, I want to welcome all of you that are physically here, and we have a couple friends joining us via Zoom to our annual Christmas party and trip reveal. I hope you guys are excited. I know I am. Oh my goodness. I'm hurting it, y'all, but I'm hot. Hold that. Do it. So we do have some recognition to do further into the meeting, but we do have some new faces. So I just wanted to, Becky is back from 3 years in Jacksonville. Megan is back from being a husband, right? Crystal is brand spanking new. All right, who else we got? Is that everybody? All right, so we've got some new faces here, and then we've got Laura here that's visiting. Where do you live now, Laura?
North Dakota.
North Dakota. And Courtney's with us from Maryland. All right. So that cat wants to really get in your birds. Okay. All right, just kick them. All right, so you guys, the first thing on the agenda is the trip. Are you ready to watch the video?
Yes.
All right, so give me a second to figure out the audio on this. All right.
Don't be
Drew.
Unless you did it already. Hush face. I can. Well, you should have been here at 4:30. I wish you were.
All right, so I have to join that way, and then I have to go.
Don't y'all love pizza? I'm just saying.
Especially with you.
I love pizza, and I would like everyone to know that. Also, cupcake.
Brownies.
Oh, what's your favorite cupcake?
All of them. Yeah. I'm not a fan of chocolate cake.
What?
Because most people don't know how to cook
friend?
it. Most people don't know how to cook it, and most of the time it's dry.
So I think what I need to do over here.
What are you doing, silly boy?
Okay. How do I do this?
I have to keep you there. And you know I'm not strong right now.
I like how Drew and Mira are watching.
Because they think they're not earn it.
No, like they're going to go this year.
No.
You ain't going with us. Unless it's Disney World, then you might go. I just for you, we've already been. Well, you can go again.
Wait, is that for
I know, but I think it's echoing on them. Oh, they're burning my level 3. Well, it's on 4 ways. I am kidding.
New Mexico. We were close. You know what? National Executive Directors did a thing in Mexico. So
I did they go there?
3 years ago they went. And they loved it. Not impossible.
She could have ever done it. She wants
Casey, I'll do that with you.
I'm not doing that.
Not that.
Oh, I'm for doing that on
Right. I know your husband is the word.
Jim will love that.
So you're gonna
Right. There's only like one dinner that you may or may not go to because I've missed. You drink too much. You missed them. Yeah, because you went last year, right?
Oh, wow. Did you go further?
Yes.
That's awesome.
The most requested.
What's the most requested?
I think I know. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Wow.
Oh my gosh, so excited. Oh my god, I wanted to go there so bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Oh my gosh.
You might not get out.
There's usually a full crawl. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. What's a level 2 elite? Oh, okay, so that's like the level 3. Or that. Oh.
By now, I'm sure you're wondering how you can earn these amazing trips. Just like the 2017 trip, you can earn points selling, sharing our wonderful opportunity, and developing directors. These 3 activities are at the heart of your business, so keep focusing on them. And we have 2 exciting changes in store for 2018. When you keep your Pampered Chef business consistent by selling at least $2,000 in each month of a quarter, you'll earn more points.
Nice.
For example, if you have $2,000 in sales in January, February, and March, you'll earn 1,000 points for the first quarter. And that's on top of the 6,000 points from your sales in those months. That means you have 4 opportunities to earn
Those are 4,000
and a total
points.
of 4,000 additional points. Woohoo! Last year, the top 100 point earners got an extra night and an exclusive event. This year, anyone who earns 150,000 points gets a 5th night in Hawaii and an exclusive event. This exciting new level is called Level 2 Elite. We're so excited to share this opportunity with you, and we hope to see you in one of our irresistible destinations.
Oh my God. All right, that is awesome. All right, let me just leave the meeting on this computer.
I will give it.
You didn't miss anything, Courtney.
All right, can you guys hear us now? Okay. You excited about the trip? Awesome. Okay. So where the one extra is, can I have it? Okay. I will make sure you guys get a copy of this worksheet. So just kind of listen for right now, and then we'll make sure you get this, unless, where is it in my email? I've lost my phone, so I can't forward an email. Okay. All right, so level 1 trip points. As a consultant, type in or write in 85,000. No, I'm sorry, that's level 2. Level 2 is 85,000. Level 1 is 56. If you need a pin, there is a cup. Laura could grab it from the island.
Pen?
Anyone else?
All right,
need a
so
pen?
56,000 is the first, and 85,000 is the second. Okay.
Need a pen? Okay.
So when you take 56,000 and divide by 12, anybody have their phone out? Casey, how much is that?
Oh, I'm not there on the calculator yet.
56,000
Get off
divided by
Facebook
12.
and get on the calculator, Casey.
$4,666.
Okay, so it says earn level 1 with 4,667 points per month. So maybe underline that, circle it, score it, whatever you want to do. I was just checking to make sure. Okay. All right, so you have a couple ways to earn the trip. So you can earn by selling. So you get 1 point for every dollar you sell. So we've been trying to get you guys in the habit of looking at your points at every team. What's up, Casey?
That's
can you
me.
turn that off?
Nope, that's not working.
What
I was
did you want?
gonna try. I turned it on. Leave.
You have to completely leave the meeting. Okay.
I was gonna try to see if I can zoom in on this so they could all see it.
Just take a snapshot and text it to her.
Okay.
Okay, so you get $1 for every point. I'm sorry, you get a point for every dollar you sell. So that's why they're giving you the example of 8 parties a month times 12 months, and they're using a $600 average. That gets you the trip. 8 parties a month, 2 a week. All right, so you might have heard us said before, 8 will make you great.
2 shows a week, no
2
matter
shows
what.
a week, no matter what. Okay, so that's going to get you there without any problem. And then also you're going to get your 4,000 consistency points. So you're going to exceed your goal, right? So this is new. This consistency thing is completely new. We've never had this before. So this is pretty exciting. Now, another way you can earn the trip is by selling and team building. I hate the word recruiting, so I don't hate, that's a strong word. I dislike that. All right, so in this example, they did 4 parties a month, so 4 times the 600, and then the 12 months, and then they did 4 recruits. So how many points do you get per recruit?
3,000.
3,000 points
When they qualify.
when they qualify. So just by signing them, kidnappers don't earn you points, right? They have to qualify. All right, so you can decrease your show per month by increasing the number of recruits you have. Okay.
That was good.
And then level 2 is the 150,000. So that's an interesting number. But huh? No, level 2 is 85. All right, so since everyone's in here as a consultant, we'll go ahead and kind of like only work on the consultant level. However, if you make director, when you make director, you get an extra 3,000 points. Okay.
First, you get
3,000. So to make director, how many team members do you need? 5. How many points is that? 15,000 plus you get 3. That's 18,000 that you get making
if they're
director.
all your first line, but you can still make director even if they're on your team.
Yes, if they're on your team.
So you might not get those 3,000 points, but this is
you might not get the 15,000. Y'all following me on that? Because your team could go like this, could be like little spiders. All right, but let's just say that all 5 of them were on your line. You would get 15,000 for those 5 people that you brought in and qualified. You get an extra 3,000 because you made director, and then your points are reduced as well. So that 56 turns into 52. So it's really behooves you to, the first year I earned a trip, I did not realize that I was on track to earn a trip until December 1st of that year. Mia was 4 weeks old, and at the time our shipping deadline was the 10th. So I had to figure out how to get 4,000 more points in 10 days. I did it. But I didn't realize that I had been recruiting that year, and I made director, and I was earning points, and I never ever took the time to look at my incentive calculator and look at what my points were. So that's why we've started to pull the points report for you guys to look at that when you sign in, and that's one of the lines on your recognition. Thank you, stat sheet. For you to look at so that you're aware of what your points are. I don't want anybody to be sitting there December 1st like I was with 10 days to go and figuring out, oh my gosh, I could have had this trip earned a long time ago. Okay, so what are some ways that maybe you could expand your schedule from your current number of shows to 8 parties? Don't all answer at once.
Books
So,
and
yeah.
fundraisers.
Fundraisers, yes, big dollars in fundraising. My current one right now is at $1,400 from Saturday morning. Anybody else?
Online parties.
Online parties, add those online parties in. What'd you say, Megan?
Make and take parties for December.
Make and take parties, yep.
Mystery host parties.
A mystery host party. Who will never, ever, ever cancel on you? Yourself. So you've got to host your own show if you've got a hole in that schedule. And I'm like totally winging this because I can't find my agenda.
I feel like that's you're doing the other part.
Okay. I can't remember what part I'm doing.
It's all good. I'm good on it.
I can't find my phone. That's where my agenda was.
What can I?
I don't know where. I have no idea where I was last.
yours.
Hey, Tiff,
Yeah.
look what I found for
Thank you.
I thought it was her phone.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
But I didn't know,
All right, where's my meeting notes? Okay. All right. So. All right, so I want you to think about this vacation, and on your piece of paper, maybe down here at the bottom, we've had y'all do this on index cards before, but I'm just gonna have you do it on this sheet of paper. Think about who's gonna be your +1, because you know it can be anyone.
doesn't have to be your spouse.
It does not have to be your spouse.
Tell my spouse
No,
that.
But it
No,
can't be
no,
another
no.
consultant.
It cannot be, the only person it can't be is another consultant. Okay, so think about who you're gonna take, and think about how they will feel, or how you will feel by taking them with you. What are some of those emotions that you guys would put down there? Proud. That sounds like a sigh of relief right there.
That's good.
Yeah, relaxation.
How do you write sigh?
Yeah, so think about like we've been on trips before where like consultants have taken their sisters, their mothers, their graduating child, like for their summer their senior year trip. And you can always buy in your children if you want. I just choose not to.
I'm going to Hawaii.
Yeah, not Hawaii. They're not going with me to Hawaii. So, oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. I am like,
Did you print it and I should look for it?
nope, I did not.
Okay.
All right, so think about the person that you would think, actually think of a second person, just in case something happens to that first person. Not like detrimental, but like, you know, there's a lot of military in here. So if that person was deployed during the trip, would you still go?
Hell yeah.
Okay, and who else would you take?
My mother.
Okay, you take your mama. Because Grammy Bev deserves a trip. Okay. Okay, so text those two people right now, because I know you all have your phones really close. And tell them about the vacation, where we're going, and that you want to work towards it for the next year. Okay, so that's one thing. And then the next thing is to think about, besides that person you're going to take with you, think of 2 other people that you would like to take, that you would like not to take, but who you would like to vacation with, so that they would also be there on this incentive trip with you.
Like they can
Oh, I
have their
got that.
own, and you can bring your peoples, and they can bring their peoples.
This is hard. I don't have any friends.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
you
I don't
don't
know
have
anybody.
friends.
Shut the Write my name down on vacation with you.
You can't be another
That's
consultant.
all my-
So think of someone that, yeah, so like
You don't want your mama.
You don't want Papa.
my upline director, so her name is Kelly. Kelly's downline director is her sister Christy, and Christy's downline director is their sister Cammie.
Oh wow.
So there's actually a 4th sister, but the 3 sisters get to vacation together. Whenever, so this is, and they all live in different parts of the Midwest. So this was the every year vacation is the time they get together. And every 5 years is always has statistically been Disney. So the last time we were in Disney, they brought all the kids, and so the cousins got a vacation together. So think about that.
And my sister is there. I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah, well, me and you both.
Crazy.
Okay. So on the back of your sheet of paper, you've got a tracking chart for you to start to keep track of what you're gonna, how you earn your points. So you got your sales points, your recruiting points, developing directors, and your consistency. So your consistency, because you guys are all gonna do 2,000 every month, right? You might as well put in March, June, September, and December your 1,000, because you're gonna get that once a quarter for doing your consistency. That's gonna be your 4,000. And I'm gonna say everybody's going for directorship, right? So we're gonna put 3,000 points at least in every other box. All right, so we should have like 3, 3. And this one's gonna be your 1, 1, 1. That's 18. That's 4,000. And I'm gonna say you're gonna make director. So I'm gonna add another 3,000 to make that actually 21,000. So 21,000 plus 4,000 is what? 25. That's halfway to your points, guys. We haven't even sold anything yet. So you're gonna do at least 2,000 every month, right? That's 24. So what's 24 plus 25? 49,000.
What is the level?
52. You've got $3,000 more to sprinkle in here somewhere else. 56. Sorry, 52 is mine. Sorry, 56. So that's what? 8,000. 8,000 divided by 12 is less than 1,000 more a month. So you need to aim.
So that you have that balance.
Yes.
Right, because of, you know, the people that you wanted to go with you, but not take.
Yes, they're the people you want to vacation with. So this is very doable, okay? So like I said, I earned my first trip the year that I broke my leg, the year I made director, the year I gave birth to Mia at a show. Like that all happened in that 1 year. Okay, and Jim also got a job traveling a lot more than he was currently at the time. So it was challenging, and I know we all have our personal challenges between what our spouse does or what our children may or may not do. They may not be good listeners, but they, whatever. So, oh, sorry, Patty. We all have our stuff, but if you can, at least have a plan, a roadmap for getting there, that's half the battle, right? Laura or Amy, do you guys have anything to add? You're eating cookies, sorry.
Just what you said earlier about tracking. You had your story about how you nearly missed earning.
Yes,
And I did miss earning a trip by 1,000 points 1 year because I had no idea that I was anywhere within shot, and I never tracked it. And then I found out afterward, $1,000 is nothing.
Yeah, you could have hustled so easily and gotten that.
I mean, over the course of a year, that's like nothing.
Yeah, it's less than $100
or
a
even
month.
in the last month, that's nothing.
Yeah.
So you need to track like from the day one. And
So
set
the
your goal.
earning period is what? Those of you who've been around a while.
January 1 through December.
January 1 through December 31st. So it's all
What I've done so far doesn't count.
right. So we all
You're setting yourself up for
yes.
success next year.
Yes.
You're practicing, which is good.
So everything that you start doing January 1. So what's the host special? I know this is kind of getting into Amy's spiel, but what's the host special in January? Double free. So you could start, Amy's going to touch on that and how you're going to start building up your year to get a nice foothold on this.
The other thing is, and I just have to say this, every year when they say where the trip is, like I'm always excited to see where it is, right? But it doesn't matter because they could seriously send us to Norfolk and I'd be so excited. I'm not even joking.
If you get your own house.
Yeah, it's not home, number one. It's a trip, but it's all paid for. And like Tiffany's going through this right now, but if you plan a trip somewhere, I mean, beyond like what's the fun stuff I want to do, there's the headache of getting accommodations, like where you're going to stay, how you're going to get there, all of that, and it's all taken care of. Not only that you don't have to think about it, but it's primo. It's so wonderful. I mean, you feel like you're on a TV show when you walk off the airplane and they're like,
This way.
Sign.
This way.
And you're like, oh my God,
This way.
$70 more coming.
Yeah.
It's so exciting. But I mean, it's just awesome, and they really, really treat you well. I mean, it is a top-notch trip, and once you've traveled with Pampered Chef, everything else is like the Griswold's vacation. Okay, it just is. I mean, everything. You're like, okay, great. What do we do?
Like y'all know that we're going to France in 2 weeks from today. Okay, I am stressed out because we don't have our hotel set yet. We don't have our we don't have like how we're getting from one place like Nice to Paris. We don't have like what we're doing while we're in Nice. We don't have what we're doing while Sarah, that's how I feel right now. Okay, does that just start making your heart go like this? Okay, when Pampered Chef trip rolls around, I'm like, we're leaving in 6 hours. Okay, I'll pack.
She packs
That's
an
a
hour
lie.
beforehand.
That is a
That's
lie.
not disgusting.
6 hours. She's like, what color should I paint my toenails?
Right?
Okay, they ain't even gonna
You
dry.
forget how many friends we did behind the scenes
So
stuff
like
we
it's
all
like
know.
when you travel Pampered Chef wise, I can't like it's so you will just be.
The only thing you have to worry about is the first drink in your hand. That's all you have to worry about is what's the first drink going to be in my hand when I get there.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, like, yes, you worry about the kids, making sure they're all where they are, and that's like, Amy's got
You don't.
4. I know. I'm just like,
Again, with the toenails.
yeah, I'm just like. So, at any rate,
But honestly, how many of you have children in this room? How many of you have traveled without your children recently? I don't mean ever. I'm not talking like, oh, I went on a honeymoon 15 years ago. I mean like recently. It is amazing to go away.
Well, they paid for me to fly and drop my kids off in Colorado and then go to the trip.
you can probably work that. You could say you're leaving out of Colorado, and you can get yourself there.
Yes, you can finagle.
Yeah.
Because that's
They'll
what I
work
have
with
to
you.
do.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. There is a huge, I mean, it is
Or fly
a
that
huge
person.
thing to go
I fly my
somewhere
mother here.
with your spouse.
Yeah, she always flies her
without
mom
your
here.
children.
I fly my mom here.
It's probably even a huger thing to go somewhere without your spouse, but I haven't done that yet. But it's amazing. And then you get this awesome support because he didn't get it before, but he will after you take
That's
him
when Jim
on a
started
trip.
doing my dishes.
Yes.
After the first trip.
Uh-huh.
Then he's like, oh, did you want me to carry this in for you?
Yeah.
You know, how much were
So
your
I
sales?
told my
Did you,
husband.
did you recruit anybody? You know, how many bookings did you get? Like, their mentality completely changes too. So that's why when we do our family meeting in the summer, like, we kind of like, you guys are already been working towards the trip on your own, and then we kind of get the guys up here telling them all about it. Okay? So.
There's no other job that rewards you like this. I mean, there just isn't. Like a corporate job, no. They might take you on a trip, but like I think Becky was saying earlier, like it's a, this is not a, like we're gonna have a meeting. This is just an all day, go have fun. If you wanna have dinner and come to the party, come on. If you're drunk in your room, you do that.
Stay put.
You know, but it is a fun trip. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I did that for you.
You're good, you're good, you're good. All right, so next up is like, this is the horrible angle over here, is our, which y'all, let me see. You brought you what? Other people that are on Zoom. Okay, so Courtney and Laura need theirs. All right, so I need to hit.
Did anybody text anybody?
Yeah, who'd you text? Did you text your peeps?
Yeah.
All right.
Mine said nothing.
Mine said nothing.
Nothing. Not a dang thing.
They haven't seen it.
Really?
I'm trying to turn that way a
I
little bit.
have Android, so I can't tell, you know.
Oh, if he's
I
read
know.
it or not. All right, so we are gonna do our recognition for the month, but first off, gosh, I keep losing my phone to look at my agenda, and I did not print it. Okay, hold on.
Do you want to hit print right now? We'll grab it.
I'm good. Okay. All right. So the first piece of recognition I'd like to do is to recognize our newest team member, and that is Crystal. So come on up, Crystal. All right, so Crystal was one of those crazy people that signed up at the show before I even left.
Hi.
All right, so that does happen.
I was gonna get a kit stealer.
She was gonna steal that kit. All right, so what I'm gonna hand you is this is the key to your store. How exciting it is to start your very own business. Just picture yourself opening the doors to your store. You must be so thrilled. Have you told everyone about it? How many customers will walk through your door? That all depends on how you host coach. How much future business will you have? How many bookings will you get? Will your business grow, and will you need to recruit help? That depends on whether you share this opportunity with others. How many hours a week is your business open? Whether it's full-time, part-time, or a hobby, you will treat it like a real store with real walls and real hours. If your store is low on sales or customers, do what any other store owner would do. Have a sale, advertise, and spread the word that your store is here and open for business. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You have an amazing team here to support you. Every time you look at your key, remember that you have the ability to change lives, starting with your own. All right, so that is for you. Okay, Laura's gonna take our picture. That's my crazy cat comes through. Okay.
Thank you. Almost done.
Almost done what?
Almost done.
She's almost opening their stat.
Oh, she's almost doing this. Okay. So then also what I have for you, Crystal, is, well, you're gonna, behind Stacy is our entire team. So the little yellow stars are all the consultants on our team. The pink stars are our team leaders. Casey, wave your hand. All right, and Stacy F is not here tonight. I think she had horseback riding with her daughter. And then, what's that blue star say, Stacy?
It looks like it says
Oh, okay, Kando. She was a senior consultant because she had added one person to her team. That was Heather. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to make you your own little star. And your star is going to go right up there. I just forgot one more. Okay. You got those? Okay. Where did I just put
So
those?
I want to know,
Yeah.
Crystal, what made you change your mind about kidnapping?
Because I was like, oh my God, I know so many people that would love all these products. And she told me about the $100 coming back if I sold $12.50 for paper checkbooks.
Courtney's already in here. That's
And I
why that
wanted
number looks
more
wrong.
paper checkbooks for more stuff that wouldn't come out of my pocket. So I was like, you're going to do a virtual party. So like, I just was like, all right, let me give it a go and see how it goes. It went swimmingly. And,
Yeah, apparently.
and I was just like, all right, cool. Let me just see how this, it's more of a hobby for me. I do work full time. My husband's employed. I have a daughter. Like,
Well,
things
girl, you know how to do a hobby. That's all I'm
things
gonna
are
say.
busy as shit right now, but
Welcome to the family.
yeah, but yeah, it worked out.
All right, so let's start. Okay, so we start our high five line. Officially, everybody who gets to line up here starts at 7:50. So why do we pick 7:50? Two reasons.
But you need to be. I lost my train of thought.
Promotion. You get a promotion.
That's when you get a promotion, so your raise goes up. So every consultant that submits at least 750, you get at least a 2% jump in your raise from your commission from 20 to 22 or from 22 to 24. And then what's the other reason? It is a requirement for team leader or above. You have to have 750 because you can't just sit there and get rich off everybody else who's working underneath you. You have to at least do some work too. All right, so let's just give a round of applause to the following people. All right, so this person is going to earn $1 for Cash Conference, and she is here tonight, Nancy. All right, this person did one sale last month. She is here tonight. Her Wahoo is that she went on a cruise and that her total sales were $75. Yay, Sarah! All right, this person is also here tonight. She got an online sales of $80.25 and is here tonight. Thank you, Chrissy. Woo-hoo! And when you see her on Facebook, it's Christina, so that she just likes to confuse people.
Yeah.
All right, so this person is here tonight. She got an online sale as well. Her total sales are $81, and that is Kristen. All right, this next person is here tonight. Her top show is 203. She got 2 bookings, and her sales were last month were $278, and that's Stacy Coleman. Yay! All right, this next person did 2 shows last month. She got 1 booking. She booked 3 more shows. Her top show was $576. So she got an extra $1 for her sales level for Cash for Conference. And her total sales were $776.75. Come on, Gia. Woohoo! High five it. All right. All right, come stand up here next to me. You're going to help me with my high fives. All right, so this person did 1 show last month. She's here. I forgot the little dollar right there. And she got 2 bookings. She had 1,000 plus month. Woohoo! So she earned her $25 in her sales promotion. Top show was $917, but total sales were $1171. All right, come on, Megan. All right. This person did 1 show last month. Her Wahoo is She's Alive. She has a really long story that she'll be sharing with you later, if you'd like to know. She earned the consultant promotion of $25. So she earned $3 for Cash for Conference, and her sales were $1,111. Becky Dowd! You can stand or you can stand. It's up to you. Do you need to do a lap? Nope. Okay. All right, so this next person did 2 shows last month. Her top show was $537. She got 1 booking. She earned the consultant sales promotion for the 2nd month in a row. She has a total of 5,000 trip points, which we're going to hope you're going to make that up and get those next year right off the bat. Her total sales for the month were $1,173, and that's Courtney. There you go. All right, so this next person did 1 show last month. She got 1 booking. She did her first show ever. She earned the sales promotion. She qualified. She's got over 4,000 trip points. Her top show was $1,023, and her sales were $1,303. Come on down, Crystal. All right, this next person did 5 shows last month. Her top show was $650. She got 1 booking. She has earned $4 for Cash for Conference. She has consistently PayPal'd me money for her envelope, put in for Cash for Conference. She finally had her first cooking show in a really long time. Her total trip points right now are 30,000. So she's picking it up a notch next year. Her total sales are $2,204. We're on Come on now, Casey. crazy. All right. And our number one consultant, technically in the room, did 4 shows last month. She had top show of 807, 1 booking. She broke 100,000 in career sales. She earned the sales promotion. Her team is on fire. She did monthly sales of $2,531, and that's Laura. All right, so now another round of applause for our high five line. All right, have a seat, ladies.
I think the cat thinks we're cheering for him.
Oh, yeah. All right, Amy, you doing this?
Yeah, oh yeah, sorry.
Gee, I wonder who's all good.
All right. All right, this
Good.
person submitted 2 shows last month. Her top show was $1,119. She looks forward to earning the 2018 incentive trip. She earned the sales promotion. She earned $4 cash for conference, and her total sales were $1,370. That's Laura.
This person had 6 shows, or submitted 6. A top show of $874, and from those shows she got 4 bookings. She met her BHAG. What? Yeah. Should we ask what it is? I don't remember.
I think it's
Kristen, what does Amy's BHAG say? She's like kind of towards the bottom.
Wait, let's see.
Second number.
6,000.
6,000.
What?
Oh, so whoops, no. Okay. So that's a no.
Okay, she came close.
No.
All right, well, maybe she wants to change her BHAG.
Did you
Okay.
All right, next month you can change.
Yes, I think I did.
All right, she earned a consultant sales promotion.
I didn't know.
And her total monthly commissionable sales were, she got the 4,000 level, $4,055. Woo! There you go.
Okay, so it's a mystery. So with 8 shows last month, the top show of 1121, that's before the tier year. $1,121. 4 bookings, 1 new consultant. Wahoo that it was the second highest sales for her team ever. $25,000.
I didn't make a lead seller, but
You made this?
I submitted that.
Okay.
You got me.
Okay. Got the consultant sales promo. Do you guys remember what the promo was last month? $25.
$25
We love that.
$10
We love that.
conference.
Love that.
Conference.
Total number of trip points. Oh, please make that round up before the end of the
I'm
year.
going to have to.
Okay. 99,364. We have to make it roll over.
She already did.
Yeah, probably. So, with total monthly sales in November, because we love fall, 10,098.
I think she was hoping that some of that could have been in December.
I was like, when I hit 8, I was like, no more, stop.
Yes.
And then it
But
just
you
keeps
can't.
going. You
You
can't.
can't.
Like it just
This is your
keeps.
direct sell.
I'm direct
Direct
ship.
ship.
I'm direct ship.
Uh-huh.
So as they
Right.
place their
You can't
orders
stop
online,
it.
it just
You can't
keeps
stop
going. So
I
then,
can stop it. I'm not direct ship.
so then at that point, I'm like, I can't leave it at 9999.
No, I'll buy a season best right now. So roll it.
All right.
No, I need a. I think I need a hashtag sandbag shirt.
Sandbag. Yes.
Oh.
She is a sandbagger. That is for sure. All right. So, Casey, you forgot to say you broke 30,000.
I thought about it. I broke 30,000.
You broke 30,000 in career sales. So, every single one of you in this room is an essential piece of the puzzle, and those of you who are joining us from afar. So, last month as a team, the Foreman team, raise your hand if you're directly on my team, so everybody can see who's directly on my team. All right, so we did $25,254. We had 39 shows. 16 out of the 38 consultants were active, and we have 1 new team member. Now, on the Johnson team, raise your hand if you're on Amy's team. Awesome. And Laura. Yeah. All right, so the Johnson team did $13,351. They had 24 shows, and then they had 8 of the 18 consultants, so it was a 50% activity there. So that is awesome. So everyone is an essential piece of the puzzle, and we had a goal of having 15 consultants green by 15. Okay, so that means you have to be, your numbers literally change from red to green when you submit 150 in the month, right? So as a combined team, so me, Amy, Laura, and all of our hospitality. So raise your hand if you're not directly under one of us. So see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 consultants in here who are not directly under us. So about a third of the room, which is awesome. So these gals have come from different organizations, but they just happen to live here. So we are their home family, for Pampered Chef. All right, so we had the 15 consultants, which was awesome. And so those consultants were Courtney, Stacy C, Casey, Stacy F, Teresa, Anita, Addie, Michelle, Crystal, Laura S, Jen Nofire, Haley, Sarah Cook, Lisa, Rob, Deb, Salanitro, and Megan Walker. So thank you guys for being green by 15. All right, so if you are hospitality, the 4 of y'all that are in the room and whoever else watches recording later, you have to make sure we know so we can add you into our numbers, okay? So because we're counting on you guys to be green so we can hit that goal. Okay, so what we've already done our evening out. So Stacy, and I had a lovely little evening at Panera. Stacy and I didn't even get home until like 10 o'clock. We were there for a long time. You would think we were doing something else. We weren't. We were just hanging out at Panera. All right. So in the month of December, our goal is also 15. Okay. So we would like 15 of you guys to go green. When that happens, we plan. We have in the past planned an event for us all to do together. So we have done ice cream. We have done margaritas. We have done. What else have we done? We've done wings and beer.
Ice cream at the ocean.
We did ice cream at the ocean front. So we've got a lot of things. So what we're going to do is for our next celebration. So if you are green, okay, you're going to like this one. Because we did this for the whole year. So now we're starting kind of a new year. Okay, when you are green, and we have 15 of you. Okay, you have to have 15. When there is 15 people green in December to get the prize, there will be a cash prize for the achiever.
Okay. Y'all, we like you, and we like going to have a margarita or ice cream with you, but a lot of times schedules don't match up. So cash is cool.
Yeah, y'all like cash? So the minimum prize will be a $25. If there's 15 of us, there will be $25 given to one of the 15 people. All right, after that, for each additional person that is green, the pot increases by $5. What? All right, so that means at 16 people, it's now 30. Okay, yeah. So if we have 20 consultants green, it means, who did the math?
I can't math like that.
It's $50. All right, so this is a group effort to get everybody, so everyone who is green by the 15th, and this month it's kind of easy because it's kind of like our cutoff is about the 15th anyway, give or take. So it should be pretty easy. All right, so who since the last team meeting has participated in any online trainings that they would like to wahoo about? How about a 6 weeks to success program?
Woo, come on, y'all.
All right, so you did 30 days. What was that? 30 days boost your business. Oh, awesome. Did you do that with your upline?
Yeah.
Awesome.
You got people on the screen hollering at you about that? No?
Yes, because Courtney and Stacy both did 6 weeks to success. So, and the overall, I think the overall theme of the 6 weeks to success is that it's great accountability. Would you guys agree that did that? Awesome. All right. So, who's been saving for conference?
Me.
Yay. All right. Now, you can PayPal me at any time and I'll put the money in your envelope, or you can physically bring me cash. But I know sometimes on payday, because we get paid the 7th and the 21st, it's just easy to hit that PayPal button and send it right to me. All right, so don't forget that you can ask Santa. Santa can give you money to go to conference. So, because I know probably there's somebody who gives you green stuff for Christmas, right? And you just go, oh, you buy this or buy that. But put it towards your your cash or conference. All right, so who earned the $25 paper check dollars? Another round. Awesome. And what can we use paper check dollars for? Conference. What else? New products when they come out. What else? Supplies. So your non-commission orders that you can buy supplies, and then you can just let them stay there and. What's that?
We do PC here with it?
No, because it's a separate vendor.
Never
So-
mind, I take it back.
All right, so we also had 2 consultants qualify in the past month, and one of them lives up in New Hampshire, so she's not with us tonight. The other one is Crystal. So Crystal, what you can qualify is one of these fabulous tote bags that hold a catalog or a mini catalog, so that when you're strutting your stuff out and about, that one's a little thinner. This one's a little wider. They both fit a catalog in there. There you go. That's important.
Everywhere.
I was like, because that one might be a little wider for you.
Yeah, this one would probably be more ideal.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. You like that? Put some diapers and wipes in there, and you're set. All right, so that's for you to put your stuff in.
Thank you.
Yes.
Look, they cleaned up a spill in your car.
All right. So, all right, Amy. I think I'm up to you now.
Okay, yay.
All right, so Amy is coming up to give you guys a little information about how to start your January off strong. So we have a lot of these notes typed up for you guys and ready to go. And then you'll just. Oh yeah, I totally forget about that.
Do you want to talk about it? Are we doing it later?
Yeah.
You want to talk about that right now?
Okay. Okay. All right. So if you saw mine and Casey's shirts, the gal who did these shirts, she, a couple of you picked your shirts up too. She is going to do another order due tomorrow. Okay. So some of you wanted to see how they fit first to see if you liked them. I'm usually not a V-neck person and would.
That's a good V.
I like this V. This is a good V. So they were what? $18. They were $18. $2 more for 2X and above. All right, Gia's got hers. And then that includes shipping. So if we do it all together, she'll ship it to me, and then you guys can pick it up for me as opposed to you paying $4 or whatever.
Yes.
I love it. That's so cute.
Okay.
So
So there
is that
are.
a ladies cut?
That is
think
ladies.
It's a ladies
That
cut.
is, that's not.
Yeah.
That's a ladies cut?
I just.
What size is that?
Oh no.
No.
Large.
That's a regular.
Now that's a crew. I have a
that's a
crew
different
one
neck.
too. So I got an because Aqua was only available in crew.
I'm gonna tell you, these V-neck ones are so soft.
Yeah, they look like
They are
it.
so
always
soft.
say
They are so soft.
All right, so here is, I'm gonna pass this around. It will kind of give you an idea of the colors, but I need to know, okay, obviously your name, if you want a V-neck or a standard neck like Gia's holding up, and then the color. I'm gonna try to print out, but I gotta find the colors that she listed for you guys, and then the size. So I'll start this over here, if you'll circulate it around. Yours is probably a large. I think yours is a large.
So
Oh,
that's-
Gildan.
That's Anvil and this is Gildan. I
Okay.
think this one's a little bit softer than her.
Yeah, the Heather ones I think are softer than the regular t-shirt ones. But I know I got an aqua in that one, and
Still
Karen
soft.
got red, like straight up, like fire engine red. So
Yeah, she popped in.
she had to go. So but those are like the color of the blanket behind Chrissy is the color like that red. But they're all white writing, and then there's like Gia's got navy blue. There's a charcoal, but then there's heather gray.
Heather Gray's
That's
a-
how.
Heather Gray's
Which
a
one is
little bit
that?
lighter.
Yeah. That's charcoal, right?
No, actually, that's heather.
Okay.
The other one is charcoal.
But it was sold out, right?
I don't remember.
One of them wasn't available.
I can't remember. It was so hard to keep track of all that.
I know.
At any rate, if you want a shirt, do not leave tonight, and we'll look at the colors. I'll pull them up here. So maybe while Amy's talking, I'll do that. Okay. All right, do that.
All right. So also, speaking of shirts, I actually am working with a new t-shirt girl, not this lady.
Different
not
girl.
anything against her, but we had a local lady that we used to use. And so to possibly in January, we can order 3/4 sleeve with glitter So I'm do that again. What is it? Yeah, glitter.
That's also how she ended up pregnant the last time.
Okay, so now we're all excited about the trip, right? All right, so how are we gonna do that? How are we gonna get it? How are we all gonna be in Hawaii drinking Mai
We're
Tais
gonna be
together?
pushers.
I don't even know. I was raised better. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, 8 shows a month. Okay, so we have to start strong in January. Do you know the #1 pitfall that we as consultants have? Can you guess what might happen?
January.
What was that?
The Christmas sleep.
Yes, exactly. Because when are you like, oh my gosh, I have
Is that a long
everything
winter snap?
done? Everything done by when? December 15th. What are you doing on December 16th? Like, you're done, right? And then it's Christmas, right? And then it's New Year's. And then it's January 1, and you have nothing. And guess who's going to book a party with you when you call them January 1? So you have to start now. And honestly, I can tell you right now, I'm at the point where if you ask me to pick up my own dry cleaning tomorrow, I'm going to start hyperventilating because December is that busy. So the thought of somebody saying to me, oh, you should do a party in January, I like want to shoot them in the face with a Nerf gun. But there's a way to do it. We're going to talk about that so that, it's after Christmas. It's when things calm down, and we can do that. We've got to get that stuff set up now. And actually, what a rule of thumb that we use as consultants is to have January booked before Thanksgiving, because then you can just kind of breathe and do your December. But all is not lost if you don't have that done already, okay? So we're going to talk about some ways to make January sound enticing. We're going to talk about some ideas for January shows so that you can get them on your calendar now. And then once you have them on their calendar, we'll talk what we're going to do once we have them on the calendar. Okay, so first of all, the company does 2 things to kind of help us in January. First of all, it's an amazing host special. So we're all focused on what? What's January? Double free, okay? Now, who knows our company show average? About $600. All right, just off the top of your head, let's see how well you make Host Rewards. What do you typically get for a $600 party?
115.
Yes, 115. Now, I would recommend, if you don't know this, pick a level that you like. My level is 800. I tell everybody my average show is $800. I don't know. I don't look at the number. I don't know. That's what I said. I'm Catholic. I'll lie and forget myself later. So I just say that, but I know $800 across the board. I can quote you those numbers. It's 4 numbers. I memorized them. Okay. It's less than my social security number. All right. It's just 4 numbers. But so I would say memorize that. And if you are comfortable with the company show average $600, memorize that line on the host rewards chart. Okay. $115 free. Did you ever walk up in Kohl's and they give you a $115 gift card? Nope. No, you didn't. It didn't happen. Okay. No. Hammer Chef does it. All right. Now, and that's for an average party. If you host coach effectively and your host listens to what you say and does what you say, you will have an above average party. Okay. Now, that's a whole different ball game. Host coaching, a whole different thing. But $115. But in January, 115 times 2 is $230. For an average show, you get more than a typical host of $1,000 gets. Okay? How many of you have $1,000 shows on the reg? Just every week you're busting them out. Shut up. I thought you had your hands up. Shut up, Megan. Okay. Okay, so we get all excited about $1,000 shows, right? They only get $215. We are more than a $1,000 show with just an average party. Okay, that's amazing, and that's not even counting half price, host special, everything else you get. Okay, and your discount. So we're talking $230 $3 gift card, spend wherever. But not only do they do that, but if you notice, does anybody know what the 60% off in January is?
It's their healthy kits.
Yes, so it's healthy stuff. Now, why would they do that? Yes, New Year's resolution. Nobody wants to eat the grilled Nutella pizza in January. Okay, it's not gonna happen. We just ate that yesterday. My party. We're not gonna do it in January. We'll be eating some lettuces. So a lettuce sampler. So it is. The company does that to help us. We've got that host special, but there's another thing the company does to help us in January. Does anybody know? It's in the fine print on your January host special.
January 1 through 10, if the show is held and submitted by
there's an extra bonus.
Yes. Do you know what that extra bonus is?
Family size popcorn.
It's the popcorn maker. Popcorn has not that many calories. I don't know how many. I didn't count. But it's not as many. Okay, popcorn's a healthy snack, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Plus, that's movie night. That's family together. Blah blah blah. It's free. Okay. So the company does that to try to help us. Ooh,
Shucks. Sorry.
to help us front load our
quietly do
calendar. Okay, because if all of your parties are January 20th and beyond, you're not going to get that first paycheck. Things are going to kind of, and then it's hard to book February and things go downhill. If you have a party January 4th, 5th, 6th, somewhere in that range, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, whatever, and wrap it up, not only are your customers are getting their products quicker, okay, you're able to book a party maybe even for the end of January, because when you start talking about double free, people are like, what do you have on January 29th? That's like 2 more paychecks between here and there, and we can do it. So you can book a January show from your early January shows. So the company is giving you these things, all right? So we know, now we've got some things we can talk to you about. We've got double free. We've got an extra free goodie just for doing it early, all right? But let's talk about how to make a party sound enticing. What are some reasons people like to host parties? Paper chef parties. Okay, we got the free. That's the number 2 reason. You know the number 1 reason people host a paper chef party? It's fun. For the fun. It's always an F word, okay? It's for the fun. And it's true. It's true. It's fun, free, friends. It's always an F word. But fun is number 1, okay? So it's usually you. It's because of you that they want to host a party. They enjoy the experience that you gave them, whether it was a virtual party or a live show. Okay, so let's talk about, they want to do it because of the fun. All right, so why is January a good month to host besides the host special? Because that's going to be your plus, guess what? So why is January
after all the stress of Christmas?
Okay, so there's one thing. It's nice and relaxing after the stress of Christmas. You've done. Now sit down and let me entertain you and your friends. Okay, that's one reason why.
Maybe they didn't get their stuff off of their wish list for Christmas, and so they have a party to.
Very good. So there's something. Their husband bought them a vacuum cleaner. Okay, and they really want to buy some hands, so they could get things off their list. Very good. What else?
There's green that was stocking.
Absolutely, yes. How many of you get money for Christmas? Okay, and you can roll out and spend it on whatever you want. You can shove it in your purse and save it for conference, but your customers aren't going home, so they have to have something to spend their money on. So there you go. What else? There's a ton of reasons. I have like 12 right here. I'm looking at them. I'm not going to tell you right now.
I did a show one year, like January 5th, because her house was so decorated and she wanted to show it to her friends.
Okay, so it's 2 things. This is how I booked 3 January shows yesterday afternoon. Because I said this. I said, you know the time when your house is the absolute cleanest all year long? Right before you decorate and right after you take all that crap down. So why are we not having a party in January? Either your house is still decorated and it looks beautiful, okay? Or you just took it out and you're like, look at all this space. And you wipe the dust off and you move on, and that's it. That's the 2 times. I mean, seriously, really, what else? Halloween, you're like, put a pumpkin in front of that thing. I don't know. We're just going to go. But before Christmas, usually you have to, sometimes you move a little furniture and you clean a little bit more. And when you take the tree down, you're like, oh, it's suspicious in here. So those are the 2 times. All right, what are some other fun things about January?
Start your New Year resolution.
Very good. Okay, so New Year's resolution, the number 1 New Year's resolution is what?
Lose weight.
Yes, get healthy and lose weight. You know what the number 2 is?
Save money.
To save money. Yeah, they go, wait, hello, we got this. Okay, we got this. So a lot of people are focused on their waistline in January. So not only can I teach you how to eat healthier, let's spiralize a zucchini right now, but also if you have been fast fooding your way through the fall, which a lot of people do when they get crazy busy, McDonald's and Chick-fil-A, holla. So Chick-fil-A all the time. So a lot of people make that resolution. I'm gonna meal plan. I'm gonna budget my money. I'm gonna eat at home and cook more and blah blah. So, and you can help with that because especially with our New Season's Best and the focus that we've had this season with our 1-pot meals. So the party that I did yesterday afternoon, I keep referring because these were like the perfect customers for this example, but they were all like these travel baseball moms. So like they literally are never home. And, you know, and like they're like, what did we eat dinner yesterday? They don't even know. Okay, so the idea of a one pot meal was like, I mean, they were like in tears, you know, they were like, oh my God, it's gonna be wonderful. You know, and I mean, the fact that we have not only the recipes, the ideas, but the vessels to cook in, we've got that. And now you can earn it for free, so you're already saving money. We're going to show you how to do this. Here's your meal plan for the next month. It's called the Season's Best. Drop that. So, you know, that's a really good thing. All right, so what else? What else are people doing in January?
Playing snow.
Okay. All right. So
Maybe.
that's, yeah, no, you're good. You're good. So that actually goes along with, you know, what do people tend to eat more in the cold? Soups. You can have a soup and slippers party. Okay. Or this is my upline is in New Hampshire, and they like to do what they call super chili. Soup or chili, but it's super chili. They're so goofy. But that's their party. But they do soup and slippers, and then a really good reminder for your host to send to her friends. Don't forget to wear your slippers tomorrow night. You know, funniest slippers, ugliest slippers, cutest slippers gets a prize, and it's a Season's Best that you throw out. You know, but it's a good way. Not only does it add an element of fun, but it's a good way for your host to remind her guests. And that's back to host coaching, but we really do need our hosts to remind their guests to come to the party. All right, let's see. We hit that one. We talked. Oh, what's another thing that happens? You're stumped? What happens
Tax
towards
return
the end
season
of January?
starts.
Ain't no tax returns. People do that in April. Shut up.
Do mine.
What happens at the end of January? Besides the birthday?
Oh, like the beginning of February.
Yes,
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl. Yes. So, do people have Super Bowl parties?
End of January.
Yes.
Beginning of February.
Yeah, Super Bowl.
Yes. So, yeah, so another idea is and we used to have a theme a million years ago called Game Day something, but it was like all appetizers and fun drinks that you can do. Like right now, a nice thing to show your December host is quick and easy appetizers for their holiday entertaining, but you can easily spin that into, are you hosting Super Bowl? Do you have to take something? You know, you need a cool and serve to take. Y'all saw the pretty salad. You need to, let me show you the stoneware bowl with our spinach and artichoke dip with the grams. Have you seen this with the rolls, or the hot and cheesy bruschetta with the bread? So pretty. All right, so we did that one, we did that one, we did that one. Okay, now who are you going to talk to about hosting in those first 10 days? Who's the easiest people to talk to in the first 10 days about hosting? Okay, and what kind of party is the easiest one to host in the first, like while it's still New Year's is still wearing off?
Your own.
Oh my gosh, anybody can have a virtual party just like that, because what is everybody doing on January 1st?
Recovering.
Yeah, nobody's working, right? Everybody's sitting around, so. Yeah, so they're posting their resolutions on Facebook. They're all over like, who's gonna lose weight with me? Who's gonna save money with me? So they're already on there. Okay, that is what people are totally that. So you could do a virtual party, whether you do a week, 10 days, 1 hour. You could do a 1-day virtual party. You could do a 1-hour virtual party. There are people in those groups that can show you how they do it with success, whatever. But that is a really easy way. And if you did a 1-hour party on January 1st, January 2nd, you could submit that bad boy by the 4th. You are already green for the month before our team meeting even rolls around. Your host gets a free popcorn maker. She's got so much free money she doesn't know what else to buy. She's super happy. Okay, so virtual parties are key in the very early part of the month. Plus, like Tiffany said, there's people who their house is still decorated. There's people who celebrate King. They're not taking it down until people see Jesus and thing, and they're not taking the decorations down, so their house is decorated till like the 15th. Okay, go there. All right, maybe there are people who, this is one of my favorites that I heard about a couple years ago. People who, now I've got this old Christmas tree, we're going to get rid of it, or I've got my Christmas tree is finally dying. We're going to burn the Christmas tree. We're having a bonfire. Let's have a camera chef party. That's a fun one. People who have visiting relatives need to get away from their family. So that's a good person to touch base with. We were talking about resolutions and healthy waistlines. Do you all remember salad in a jar parties? Who's never heard of one of those? Don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Never been to one?
Never been to one. I
Okay.
just saw it online looking at it.
Super easy concept. What your host does is she purchases a bunch of goodies that will go on top of the salad. You have a graphic and a stand that shows the proper way to layer it so it stays fresh for like eons. And then your demo is prepping each of the vegetables. And then people take their little jar and they fill their jar and they go home with the salad for the next day. It is easy, it's fun, it's really good with that waistline. And people are all the time. Yeah, and
for that.
yeah, all the time in January, people are like, I'm gonna eat salad every day. In March, they're not. They're like, what? I eat pizza. Whatever.
We have that. We did it at a team meeting one night, and we recorded it.
Yes.
And so that is up on the YouTube channel too, that you guys can just watch as we like Alexis and Nancy were going around and like doing all their stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, it is super easy. It fits with what everybody's doing. Like I said, in March they're still fat, so it doesn't matter. But in January they're hopeful. So. That's just truth, okay? What else happens a lot at Christmas that I threatened my husband he better not do at Christmas?
Put coal in your stockings.
What? No. Last time
So much you threatened.
Wake me up.
What happens sometimes at Christmas and the holidays and New Year's?
They get engaged.
People get engaged. I was like, I want a present, and then you can ask, okay? I want a present and a ring. I don't think we're gonna call this a present, okay? Yeah. So a lot of people get engaged over the holidays. So now you have a bride who needs to cook dinner, apparently, or her husband needs to cook dinner, whatever. But they don't have anything but they scrubby pots. So now you're going to do a bridal register, a bridal shower. Okay, so those are good people to touch base with. Ask your customers, who do you know who got engaged over the holidays? Okay, and they may be having a spring wedding. I feel like people are getting married a lot quicker than they used to. Do you feel like that? I feel like online I'll see people get engaged and then 3 months later they're already married, and I'm like, oh. That was fast, and you're not even pregnant.
Be nice.
All right, Christian. Okay, yes, I'm good. Also, another thing that I keep asking my customers and reminding them is, we just went through Thanksgiving. So right now I'm asking them, what did you find your kitchen lacking in Thanksgiving? Did you need a big roasting pan for that turkey? Did you need entertaining serveware for your guests? Did you need all that stuff? Did you need some meat lifters? Okay, so there were gaps. You need that before Christmas. So then you're going to say to your customers coming to January, what is your kitchen lacking when you cook Christmas dinner or Christmas breakfast or whatever you do? What do you need? Do you need to grill cinnamon rolls for your whole family? Then you need this, double burner grill pan, okay? And we talked about fundraisers. Starting again at the beginning of the year is a really good time to reach out to those fundraisers, okay? So let's talk really quickly about who we're going to talk to specifically with names, okay? I always say, this is what I want you to do. I want you to think of 2 categories here. I always say that it's easier to invite people to a wine, cheese, and chocolate party or fajitas and margaritas party or soup and slippers party than it is to Pamper Chef party because it just sounds more exciting. Okay, so think of a theme, whether it's one of the ones I mentioned, whether it's One Pot Wonders, whether it's Meal Plan and Mamas, whether it's Dinner Time in No Time, Salad in a Jar. Think of a theme that you like. Okay, get it in your brain. Now pick up your pen because you have to write something down. Jot your theme down. More themes. Watch your wallet. Watch your waistline. What else? Food for chili. Healthy in a hurry. Game day desserts. Oh, that's what it was. Game day desserts. Game day, whatever. Maybe not desserts. Think about your theme. Jot it down. Now think of 2 people. Maybe it's a customer. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's a mom from baseball, whatever, that might be in line with that. So when I think about salad in a jar, I automatically think of my customer Suju because she's like all about that. She's making her salads all the time. So who do you think of that goes with the theme that you wrote of? Think of 2 people. Jot them down. All right, now next I want you to think about who would be your most excited 2 people about double free. Whoever said to you, oh my gosh, I love Pampered Chef, but it's too expensive. Oh my gosh, I wish I could afford a double girl pan. Oh my God, I need a Rock Rock, but I can't swing $139. Think of 2 people. right, so you should have 4 names in front of you. What I want you to do in the next 5 minutes is I want you to text 2 of those people. You can text all 4 if you want. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited because, and then fill in. So maybe if they're excited about the double free, you can tell them our average host gets don't knock over Jesus, $230 in January. Can we set something up? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited because we have a new theme, One Pot Wonders. Like whatever your theme is, you can be excited about that. I just had a Friday open up in January. It's double free. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Text 2 people right now and let's see what kind of response you get. Ask for what you want. Are you serious right now?
No, baby. Thank you. He's worse than a toddler. Fine.
I'm going to give you a minute to send that out, and then we're going to talk about what they might come back and say.
You need to move the qualification bags.
Hmm?
Move the qualification bags.
My butt's tiny. It's okay. Such a joke. I ate 4 pieces of pizza and 2 cookies.
Those cookies were good, and I even made them.
Are they Wookiee cookies?
They're Wookiee cookies.
I thought, because I was like, why does that taste like a little hint of cinnamon?
Yeah.
And then I was like, it's Wookiee cookie.
My kids were dying when they came in and they smelled it.
Yeah, that was really good.
And if you had any of the chocolate, it's just almond bark with crushed up candy canes. I food chopped them.
Yum, yum.
I found it for the challenge. I was trying to remember where I put it. Who's excited about January? Me. That was not very exciting. We're gonna try that again. Who's excited about January? Obviously not that. She has purple stitches in case.
Purple?
Or, yeah, you know, like her little. Did you see her tail? Her little nub.
I saw her little nub, and I was like, that's really cute, and I kind of want to tweak it, but I'm not going to touch it.
Yeah. It's got purple stitches.
You pick it?
I think it's just
Like,
probably a
you pick
really
the color?
recognizable color.
Oh, I was
You
like,
know? I think it's
no, I
probably
did
just
not
easy
pick
to
her
show
tail.
off.
no, I know you pick her tail.
You guys are furiously texting. This is so exciting.
I just texted a husband and wife couple so they can start fighting.
Yay! That's awesome. What are some hesitations that you're worried you're going to hear?
No.
No.
Okay, well, people aren't just going to say no. They very rarely just put no, period.
We don't have money. No.
Okay,
Like
we don't have the money. It costs $15 to host. All you have to do is grab these ingredients, and I'm going to fill your kitchen with free goodies. Next.
Don't like MLM businesses.
Oh, I'd be like, I'm not your friend anymore. Sorry.
Oh, I'm married to that, so.
Oh no!
Yeah, so when that summer meeting comes around, he'll be back. I need to break it.
Yes.
Yes.
My husband was like that for a while.
My husband's
Yeah.
horrible about it. He doesn't even know I'm doing this yet.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Mikey lost his deployment, picked him up from the airport, took him to my show, made him cook for me.
I remember that. Right, I moved it over by the hallway.
Sit down with my director and her husband right away. I was like, we have to discuss this as a family.
He didn't even know what something was, and he sold it for me because
Like, that's the best
he was
way.
deployed.
Hilarious.
He was
That's why.
deployed when I signed up, and when I brought him to the person's house, he was sitting on the couch with the husband watching golf. I'm like, I am overwhelmed. I need you to cook this skirt steak for me because I don't know what I'm doing. Like my guacamole demo. And he ended up like selling like the measure all cup. He's like, this thing's great. I'm like,
Literally just
Hey.
got off the boat.
That's $10. He just got you money.
That's awful.
So we're ready for Laura's announcements.
How about this excuse? Can I give you this?
Yeah, I love it. Keep it up.
I stopped having these kinds of parties because no one ever did anything.
No one ever did anything.
Okay, so what I typically
I think that's like no one ever
Ordered?
ordered or
Yeah.
came or.
So what I typically say to someone like that in a conversation, so you can adjust this to your how you would spit it out and to text, is I ask people, did you do a Pampered Chef party or did you do something else? Because not everybody wears jewelry, not everybody does makeup, not everybody does bags, but there's two things everybody does, and only one of them you can talk about at the PTA meeting. And so, I mean, everybody eats, you know. That's the thing. Everybody loves Pampered Chef parties because they know they're going to eat well and they know it's stuff that they're going to use. To quote Nancy Joe, who's like our top seller, it's the best time you'll spend away from your family that will benefit your family.
For your family.
Yeah. So I always feel like we are in a category by ourselves because there's nobody who really says like, that's nothing I'll ever use. Like there are people that can genuinely say that about makeup or bags or.
I got invited to an online book party this
Right.
week, and she was like, "Can I invite you to my online book party?" And I was like, "No, thanks."
Right. Yeah.
My kids. I didn't even go into the whole dissertation. My kids read on their Kindle. We don't even.
Right. Yeah. But I don't feel like there's any. I mean, very, very rarely you get people who are like, "Well, I just buy my stuff at Walmart." Whatever you're. But I mean, we have stuff that other people don't. We teach the recipe, you know, so it's more, that's kind of what I get into when people tell me that. I'm like, did you have a bad experience with another kind of party? Because I doubt it was Pampered Chef.
Okay. That's a good one. Yeah. Dig a little deeper.
Yeah, that's what I would say. And if they say they had a Pampered Chef party and they had a bad result from that, I definitely dig because I have, unless they're a really horrible person, I can't imagine that you did the things you were supposed to, you know, that you were coached effectively and got no return. Now, if you invited 3 people, okay, it could flop, right? But when you do what I tell you to do, we're going to have good results.
And I think somebody asked me that at a show one time. Have you ever had a party when nobody showed up?
Right.
And I said, well, I think people come to the party. They know that when they come in that they're probably going to place an order. I don't think you would go to a direct sales show knowing you're not going to place an order. However, the very first direct sales show I was ever invited to before I even knew what Pampered Chef was, she just needed bodies there. She got like more somethings for having 20 bodies there. Yeah. And I literally said, I'm here, sat there for the thing, and I walked out. And I did not. So there was no expectation. So don't let your host use the words, just come. You don't have to buy anything. Because the expectation is if you do come, you are placing an order. Okay? So I try to tell them, I hate it when they say that.
I've been invited to a jewelry party. It was like my best friend. This was many years ago. And she's like, you don't have to buy anything, just come. Came, didn't buy anything, and left.
But you know what? As that customer at my party, you might book a party. You might be my next team member.
Right.
You know, and if you are in a position where you needed a night out, you needed a friend, because I've been there. You know, I was like, I'm going to the Pampered Chef party. I ain't got no money, but oh Lord, please get me out of this house. You know, it's okay. I mean, it's not ideal, you know, but you could turn it into something more, you know.
Sorry. Drew, it's in the basket. I moved it to a smaller container. I wrote on the lid.
Okay, really quickly, because I forgot. I had this in my hand the whole time, and I totally forgot to talk about this. Oh, now I'm blind. But really quickly, when you do get these January shows on the calendar, it is imperative that you keep touching those people all through the Christmas season. You cannot turn off right now. I got them on my calendar. That's great, because on your calendar does nothing if they cancel at the last minute or reschedule. So when you have that party booked for January 5th, you need to be already giving her invitations in whatever method you use, whether, you know, she does it via Facebook, text message, Margo, whatever you do, get that on now. Do it now before things get crazy. Okay. And you want to touch her. Now, we have on the website, and I'm not even going to show them to you just yet, but we have these things called host letters. There are 3 host letters that we have available on the website. It's very easy to get to. I can walk you through that later, show you where it is if you need help. But they're easy to find. And you can literally mail her in the real mail a letter 3 times between now and her party. Okay, so typically that would work out to be about 2 times in December and then 1 early January for anything like the 10th and after. Okay, so that she would receive those letters and know you're thinking of her. Of course, you're still going to be communicating with her whatever other way you do, via email, text, Facebook, whatever you do, phone call. But it doesn't matter what this says. It's the fact that you are reaching out to her and reminding her, because if you don't talk to her between now and her party, she does not feel guilty when she cancels. If you are constantly, now we're best friends, like I'm in your face every day, she will not cancel on you, okay, unless something tragic happens. But so the letters they have on the website, this is the first one, and it just says a little, oh, so excited, whatever, and it has a recipe, okay? Second one says, like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, don't forget to do this, and it has a recipe, okay? The third one is dessert, my favorite, and it's like, oh my gosh, we're almost there, I'm so excited, here's what I'm going to do, recipe, okay? So it doesn't matter what it says, it's just that you're touching her, and it's not just, I'm so excited about your party, but it's also giving her something she can use. So you can use what the home office provides you. You can do your own. You can buy the recipe cards and throw those in a note card. It doesn't matter. But don't not talk to her. I mean, host coaching is important. Still do it the way that we learn and all that. But also do a little extra for January because we don't want to fall off the radar in that post-Christmas sleepiness. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. Did anybody get any good responses yet?
Nothing.
I have one who's going to think about it, but her husband's expecting to have back surgery sometime in January, so she's trying to wait and find out. Well, I was going to say, right now he can't move, so that's why she's like, I don't think he'd appreciate having else
just roll him up there and tell him to hush. Give him a bell.
She'll do it. She's in love with my husband.
Oh, there you go.
It's his dispatcher at work.
What'd you get?
I don't really need any of
Oh,
their
and I
stuff right
feed
now.
her all the time.
Whatever, yes you do. You need a rock.
There's only 3 in
I didn't know I needed
I'll
half
look
the
for,
stuff
like,
that I got.
There you go. That's exactly what you said. That's exactly what you said.
If you get a response that you don't know how to handle, if you get an objection that you don't know what to say, put it on the team page. We will help you counter that objection. Okay? Yes.
My stepmother, she's like, I have to see if I'll be in elementary.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody need raffle tickets, do and tell tickets, or put a catalog in the bucket before we go into announcements?
I gotta pull my
one of my
Did you do Courtney's already? She's
I
sitting.
have Courtney's
Okay.
in my thing.
All right. So she's sitting.
Trying to go through and
All right. We're not gonna draw yet. I just want to make sure y'all got your tickets because Laura's gonna do some announcements.
Wait, did everybody pay for pizza?
I did not. Tell me the price again. I always forget.
One ticket for $2,
3 for 5.
3 for $5, or 10 for 10.
Thank you.
Can you change?
She needs, are you green?
Am I green? Yes, I am green.
No. Did you submit already this month?
I was like, this chair
Okay.
is more.
Oh, you were looking at. Okay, I see your tag now.
So she gets
She's 11.
If you want to see these letters, they're here. If you want to peek at them.
We'll add them to the meeting notes, the link to them. There's even some that are specifically geared towards this time of year that are from like a couple years ago that somebody has edited for me. So I just got to make sure I have those in the right spot. All right, Laura is going to take the floor with some exciting announcements, and then we'll be finished with the challenge, and then we'll do the challenge and the drawings. They're on the website.
You can actually, when you go on the website, search letters, and they'll come up as one of the options.
It's under host resources or something like that.
So, this is the most exciting part of the meeting.
Should we get your candy?
That's because she's gonna beat us with candy again. That's why.
Oh, yes, please don't.
Okay, don't.
Just, all right, be forewarned that you might have a flying object coming your way. So don't be staring at your phone.
Put your head up. Put your eyes up.
Pop you in the head.
It's not Smarties again, is it?
So
Protection.
No.
All right, so if you know the answer to the question, you can. Who's my people that don't listen to directions?
Me and Casey.
I love it.
All right. So the rules are you have to raise your hand.
God, raise your hand. Let's everybody practice.
They both just did that. They don't follow the rule, but they both just raised their hands.
I know, right?
No, I see those hands.
She blurted it out.
All right.
I got a response.
All right, so these are the things I'm not going to ask questions about. everybody knows what the stir is, right? Y'all read the
Yes, the
stir?
email.
Yes.
Okay, good girl.
Oh.
So every week we get the stir, and it has dates at the very bottom. You have to scroll. You have to read all the way down to the bottom, and you will see the dates of the home office emails, what they're going to be about, and their posting dates, right? So that way, for those of you who do use Customer Connection, or post things on your own profile page or whatever, or groups, don't feel like you're accidentally duplicating things. Okay, so pay attention to that. It's also on Consultants Corner, bottom right corner of the home page. Okay, the old home page, not the new one. All right. So I'm going to skip some of this because it's redundant. All right. Oh, no, come back here. All right, so who knows what the consultant sales promotion for December is? Are you kidding? Only one person raised their hand. That is crazy.
Wait,
What is it?
The consultant sales one? It is the Tangle Baker set plus additional.
No.
Got it. Things to throw at the wrong
Megan
people.
Walker.
Like a
That's new consultant.
What?
Oh.
3 for all. Ding, 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 ding. I said sales promotion.
Oh.
Higher.
Oh, you said the word promotion. Now I think of that.
All right. Yeah, well, we're going to split here.
You put your hand
All
up,
right.
girl.
I
So
did
now, all
wait,
of that means.
wait, do I get disciplined for the wrong answer?
I think you should have a cup of mulch and we could just throw mulch at it.
I vacuumed today.
Or better yet, manure. Oh,
No.
Really, Laura?
Because you farted on people.
Chocolate milk.
All right. So now, who knows what all 4 sales levels are for the promotion in December? Casey.
I think I know.
She raised her hand before she did for sure.
I think it is
Exciting.
1,000.
Amazing. Oh my God. And
Shut up.
Shut up.
1,000, 2,500,
Y'all are cheating.
5,000, and 6,000.
No.
You're so wrong. Give me
Who's
that
next? Who
chocolate.
else thinks they know? Nike, are you raising your hand?
All right.
Don't hit her with
Okay,
chocolate.
so it's like 1,000, 3,000, 6,000.
Wrong!
Where'd it go?
No. Just
It's a little different. It's a
I'm
little.
just guessing 750, 15, 3, and 6.
No. Megan.
Start 7,000.
Three.
Gonna say 2,
No.
Keep going.
3, and 6.
No. Almost.
oh.
Hold
I
on.
changed it too much this time.
Does anybody on
Okay, Casey gets
Thing
another
now.
1,
shot.
2, 4, and 8.
No.
Oh.
Does anybody on? Does any of the Zoom people know? Laura, do you,
I'm so sorry, Zoomers.
do you know people? We will throw chocolate at the screen and then I'll eat it. That's the plan.
How about 1, 2,
Stacy Fitzpatrick.
No, it's
Does she
only
know?
3 and 6.
She's shaking her
I
head.
know, the 3 and 6.
And is it Laura? That's the other girl.
Or it's Courtney. I can't tell if it's Laura or Courtney without looking.
Laura or Courtney? Courtney, is that you?
Okay, I got it.
I don't think she can hear me.
I got it now.
Courtney's on.
You can't look it up.
I was gonna wait. I just.
If nobody knows the answer without looking it up. Anybody that wants to make one more guess, all right?
I'll help with anybody over there.
All right. Nobody, no takers. Okay, Becky, what are the sales levels?
Level 1 is 1,000.
All right.
Level 2 is 2,000.
Yes.
Level 3 is 3,500.
Thank you.
Which is they never do that weird number. So
Yeah,
that's
that's a
why
weird
the rest
number.
of us are all without a pattern.
Keeping us on our toes.
And level 4 is 6.
Ding, ding, ding. All right, so now
Level
y'all know.
4 is the only one that's the same from previous times.
All right, and I'm just gonna throw in because you're never gonna guess these. At level 1, you get one product, but that one product is worth $140.
God, I want to know what it is. What is it?
$140. So who wants to earn level 1 at least? Yes. Okay. $1,000 in sales in December. You can do it. Level 2, you're going to get over $340 in products. That's
crazy.
I'm just telling you right now. I don't remember levels will ever be in that high.
No.
Okay. And that's only $2,000. You can do that easy. Level 3, $3,500, over $420 in product value, and level 4 over $590. That's just December, people.
Then you still January, people.
All right, so let's go forward. January, I'm not going to take guesses on this one. Same sales levels, okay? But level 1, you get a $75, doesn't say if it's one product or more. Level 2 jumps to $265, level 3, $340, level 4, $640. Guess how much the total
$640.
products
Right.
for both months? I cut it
It's a
off.
lot of money.
Anybody know? Because I totally cut it off when I cropped
12:30. I'm reading your notes. Yes, 12:30. Yeah.
12:30. That's like.
So if you hit 6 in both months, you'll earn $1,230 in products.
That's insane.
Plus your commission.
Plus the commission.
But if you don't, you know what the home office says? You should set your goal for a minimum of $2,500 in both months, because you're going to get products from each major category. You're going to have stuff that you can demo at your shows. You know, not everybody's going to sell $6,000. Not that you shouldn't try, but set your goal for at least level 2 and above. Okay. All right. So going forward, Excellence Awards program. Who knows what that is? What's Excellence Awards? I don't see a hand. She can't, she's excluded. Okay, I think Becky was trying to raise her hand. You want to tell us what that is, Becky?
When I'm playing.
Oh my God.
That's why I lose track of everything nowadays. What?
I don't think you get chocolate when you bring your
I don't care. That's okay.
Are you going to read?
All right, Casey, what is
Excellence
it?
Awards off your phone?
What's excellence,
No,
Casey?
you have to know.
Isn't excellence where you reach X amount of sales or X amount of recruits?
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
I just don't know that special number.
Okay, so if you don't know the sales level, I'll give you that one. All right. So excellence in sales is 55,000. Okay. Excellence in recruiting is how many qualified recruits?
15.
15. And then there's excellence in
Developing
developing
directors.
leaders, which is three director promotions.
I can't even remember how many points that is.
Oh, it's a point system. I know it got a little crazy.
Your promotion.
And then organizational sales, which nobody bothers to try to do anymore because Nancy Jo has that locked up forever.
Oh no,
she
Marna
decides
and
to-
Stacy both got it for org sales. No, she gets it for
Circle of Honor.
Circle of Honor.
Oh, that's what.
But you can earn that category.
Okay.
But what do
Okay.
you get? Do you know?
Oh, you get something for that? Okay. So does anybody know what the awards were last year? Casey,
$500 gift card at Tiffany's Jewelry.
Oh wow.
Oh, get out of town. Tiffany's. All right. And that was the same thing the year before. And before that, it was the bracelet.
No, it was the bracelet for 5 years. And
No,
then
I mean, the
Tiffany's
year
was
before.
this year.
There was 2 years at Tiffany.
Yeah.
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 All right. We're not going to split hairs today. Anyway, before that, we had the bracelet, and you got 5 different charms, one for each year. And before
Because I've
that,
only been in Tiffany's once.
it's like, who cares? Before that, doesn't matter. All right.
So
So
that's
this year.
for that.
Yeah, it was Laura. It was Amy's ring. Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. It was the ring. So now we have a new program that will be actually launched, or at least the online site will be launched in January of 2018. And to all of us who are setting our sights on excellence, what's the program time frame? Anyone know that?
It's not the traditional calendar year.
Casey, you're like the only one getting chocolates.
Isn't it like June 1st, May 31st?
Yes, it is.
Very good.
Very
good.
And you got your hand up. I'm so proud to be
like
back.
Halloween all over.
You know what? She's like a, oh no.
I'm like, you can teach me all the time new tricks.
I'm so proud of you. All right. So the new program, does anybody actually know what the new program is? Did you read your stir this week? Last week. Okay, go ahead.
Are you talking about like what the prizes are?
Yes.
I think I read like a mountain bike in there, a TV. You get to pick your
You
prize.
get to pick your prize. Exactly. So there's going to be like a catalog sort of thing, and it can be anything
You get to shop the
from
Sky Mall.
electronics, handbags, jewelry, outdoor sporting equipment, with the selection of the most popular on-trend items available. You can select an item to truly fit your needs. Okay. And if you earn in more than one category, guess what? You get more. All right. So, I'm sorry. I've been around Amy. All right. So moving
I'm
along.
going for 2, just in case you're wondering.
What?
I'm going for 2
Oh,
categories.
I know.
Because I want a bigger.
Because you're going to get 2 categories. Because you get what
I'm
you
trying
want.
to do that.
What you work for. All right. So who knows what pin to win is?
This was new to me.
I see a hand.
I just know it has to do with Pinterest.
Okay.
And there was a post about it, and you wanted to share it with your customers because if they go out there and pin stuff by a certain date.
All right, you know what? You got enough of it.
Yeah, you did pretty good there, Stacy.
All right, anybody have any more details to flesh that out? Pin to win. Anybody? All right, no takers. Here's what it is. So this was posted on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter by the Home Office started on November 28th. And it is a contest that ends. Anybody know the date it ends?
December 12th.
You're reading. Yeah. You cannot cheat. All right. It ends December 12th. And how do you, so what is it? You are going to pin 5 of your favorite things. First of all, you have to be following Pampered Chef on Pinterest. Okay. So if you're not already doing that, do that. Then you're going to pin 5 of your favorite things from Pampered Chef's boards that'll help you have a brighter holiday season. From holiday treats, perfect easy party foods, and charcuterie to do-it-yourself gifts. And you're going to use the hashtag PC favorite things in the description of your pins. And then not only are you going to do that, okay, but you go to the Pampered Chef blog, and the link is in the notes, folks. So I've made it easy for you. And you're going to fill out the pin to win entry form. All right, that's all you have to do. And then they're going to pick. What? I guess they're going to pick winners. I don't know how many. Honestly, didn't have a number yet. All right, moving along. Holiday gift guide. So everybody's using the holiday gift guide, right? So if you're not, just think about maybe sharing the link to the holiday gift guide with your customers via social media, email, or text, and print the do-it-yourself gift and stocking stuffer idea pages for your parties. Now, I'm just going to tell you, I went ahead and bit the bullet and sent the holiday gift guide to Office Max. Does anybody know how much it costs to print a colored page at Office Max if you do not have Pampered Perks?
22 cents.
If you don't have Pampered Perks, it's like $1.50 or something a page.
No.
I don't really know how much it is. I'm just telling you, it's like it's a lot. It's a lot. It's like a lot. So like, who can afford that, right? And this thing is how many pages? Like 14.
Yeah, it's like 14 pages.
And it's like some pages are total ink. You know, it's pictures. It's catalog pages and stuff.
Thanks, Alexis.
All right. So yes, it's like what? Do you have an answer?
Nope.
Oh, well, all right. What? Yeah, you
I
can't
just
do
sent
that
it
for
to
our
Alexis.
entire
Alexis,
thing.
print this for me.
All right, but no, it is. It's like I think it was 17 cents a page.
I'll tell you,
I
I
wanna
got an
know.
email today from
It's dirt cheap.
Oh, with our discount, yeah, it's still
Yeah.
dirt
So if
cheap.
you don't have the Pampered Perks, you actually have to get this little card thing.
You go on the consultant's corner, and you can print it out, and it's like a business card.
I don't print it out.
I just give them my phone, and they're like,
Yeah, I
Okay.
save it in my phone.
All right, there you go.
Save my phone.
If you're
look it up every time.
If you're not me,
I've
you
tried to
actually
save it
use your
on
phone.
my
I have a little card. Keep it in my wallet.
I have the card too. It's okay, but we're not.
Thank you. Some of us are still albatrosses from me.
It's 22 cents for color, 2.5 cents for black and white.
2.5 cents for black and white. Did you all hear that? Like,
40% off.
you
all
cannot
the
print that cheap on your home printer.
No,
I'm just
I don't
saying.
even print on my home printer
Okay.
anymore.
And the paper, the quality of the paper
It's like the
is
bright white, like
amazing.
Yeah.
It has this feel.
And don't let them lie to you and say, oh, you have to use the self-service. No, make them do it at the register because at the thing, because it's better paper, better machine.
Oh yeah.
I've had home office people tell me this is what you have to do. So
Yeah, it's true. But you can, you know what? There's an email address. Save it in your whatever you use to send stuff. It's OD blah 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 blah. That means Office Depot.
It's like this long, so just save it.
Yeah, so that's right. Just put it in your contacts, and you just send it to them via email. I made this mistake once. Don't go to the Office Depot or Office Max website and go through all that rigmarole to send, because you know what? It delays it a minimum of a day to 2 days. First of all, if you just email and attach it and you give them the instructions, how many you want, what color, blah, blah, blah. My order did take 1 day. Like I sent it, you know, the morning of, and then it was ready the next day morning of. Fortunately, I told them I wanted it ASAP. I was gonna go that day, but I didn't, thankfully, because it wasn't ready till day 2. But anyway, just plan ahead and print all your stuff that way, like order forms, you know, flyers. And they're just saying here, print just those 2 pages, even, do that on your home computer. But they are good pages to have. And again, they are the do-it-yourself gift page. Okay, so it looks like a grid. Okay, and then the other one is the stocking stuffer idea page. Okay, those are the 2 that are easy to like put in a page protector or whatever and pass around. Or we're gonna get to this, I think, another way you can use that. All right, holiday quick tip: simplify shopping. So send your customers. All right, you're already gonna send them a gift guide link, but now you could do this. You could send them a link to the actual holiday gift pages on your personal website. What? All right. How do you get that? Anybody know how you actually get the link to your own website gift page? This is really not hard. I'm just making it sound hard.
Well, I just, like on my phone, I just go in. I don't sign in because I don't want my stuff.
Thank you.
I go in, find myself as a consultant, then go to wherever I want, like the do-it-yourself part. And then there's a little button up at the top that says copy link.
Yeah.
And then just paste that in your
right. So don't sign into your
Facebook.
Don't sign into your account. Just like pretend you're a shopper and you go to your website. Okay. Do it on your phone. Do it on your computer. You're on your Apple laptop, whatever. Again, and then go to the page. All right. So you're gonna find now. Here's what the little thing I could do for you was I put in there the home office, which is the public website link, is pamperchuck.com/gifts. So the only difference is yours is going to have your little whatever you call your website. Mine is Laura Robertson. Pretty hard to remember. All right, so that's how you're going to find that. So you could send those individual links to people. I think that's a really good idea. And then, okay, moving along, party pack training. Did you know that we have party packs? Who knew that? Raise your hands. Okay, thank you that you are on that page. All right, so they have added to each party pack a PDF that's within the party pack that tells you how to use the party pack. All right, so I think that was already in there on some of them, but I think it's now consistent across the board that every one of them has the how to use this. So definitely use that, okay? And I put the link in there to marketing imagery in case you didn't know where to find it. And then, okay, I'm gonna back up now because this was not redundant after all. All right, so I noticed on the team page, several people have been asking about holiday deadlines. Okay, who knows? Where do you find the holiday shipping deadline?
Consultant's Corner.
Okay, true, but where on Consultant's Corner?
No, we talked about this in the last meeting.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yes.
Follow your winter.
Pig. She said it. Oh, but she didn't raise her hand.
She's trying to raise her hand.
Like it's over there. I have answered it 20 times in a virtual party group.
Okay, so say it out loud for everybody.
When you log into Consultant's Corner, go to your holiday information guide area.
Thank
you
you.
can also type it in the search box. You can also click the calendar that's on the bottom right. You can also go to the updated fall winter materials area as well.
There are multiple ways to find the holiday information guide, and that is where you will find the deadlines for submission of shows.
If there is
and
anyone
orders.
who does not know how to use the search function from your phone or your computer to search our team page, please see one of us before you leave so that we can show you how to search from your specific device, because we try really hard to hashtag things because hashtags make it easier to search. I don't know if you guys realize that or not, but like that's earlier I got the question about vendor events and I'm like, well, if you just search the word hashtag vendor, everything will come up that relates to that. So right now, like, I think I put hashtag deadline, hashtag holiday, hashtag whatever when I posted this back in October so that you guys could find it. So if you don't know how to search, please let us help you so we can teach you how to search.
Right. Or how to search it on Consultant's Corner, because that's not that hard to do either. Okay. All right, so we're not going to go over the deadlines right now. You can find that information on the team page or on Consultant's Corner. Did you know, how far in advance do they post the monthly specials? Meaning post special, guest special, etc. Do I see a hand?
Gia. Almost, but not quite. Three. Thank you. So right now, if you went on there, you can see the specials all the way through. This December's month 1, January's month 2, February. You can go and see what's on special in February right now. Okay. And what do? You download those bad boys. Put your contact information on there. Send them to office.
Where else can you find them besides Consultant's Corner?
Ooh.
Besides Becky. Kristen.
Facebook.
The app. What button do you click in the app?
I was just sitting in the news.
The news app in the top right-hand corner.
February is not up there yet.
It may not be on the news of the app.
Oh, do I have to update?
It's on the news app.
Yeah.
Scroll up. It's all the way down.
All right. So let me tell you something. What's the difference between getting it off of Consultant's Corner and getting it off the app?
You can screenshot and crop it.
Right. It's an image. The one on the app is an image versus a PDF. So, you can send, depending on what kind of device you have, you can save PDFs to your phone to a point.
Like we used to have to wait until we got home to sit down at the computer to download it, to email it to our hostess. Like gone are those days. Just open the app and screenshot it. I don't know about you guys, but it drives me crazy when somebody's like, can somebody please paste the JPEG of the host special? Do you not know how to open the app?
No. And they also
I
don't.
know.
But you can also save it as a JPEG to your computer though.
Yeah.
Like if you actually go to the website, you can save it as a JPEG.
Yeah, because it's all in the promotions area.
Yeah.
Download all.
So, and that way, that just makes it easy to send as a text message or, whatever. All right. So I think that is almost all of the main things for.
We do have, they are doing spring launch separate from our team meeting. So our team meeting for February is whatever that first Tuesday is. I guess I should back up. January is going to be the second Tuesday because the first Tuesday I will just be getting back into the country and I will not even be here in my house. So we're going to be meeting on the 9th, I think is the January meeting.
The 9th of January.
All
for
right.
Back to business.
And
right?
then our spring launch, which will be a video that we watch that we find out all the new products.
All $1,200 and something worth of new products.
We'll do that on Monday, the 29th. So that's something that they determined.
So we get to see each other a lot.
What?
Somebody's birthday.
Cupcake.
She's joining the big 4-0 club before me,
Because it's
so.
January, we should all bring in a healthy dish for Amy's birthday.
And she'll never eat it.
Spinach kebabs.
I'll bring her a cupcake.
What did you say? January, what is the?
January 29th is spring lunch, 9 and 29. And then a week later, we'll meet for our regular February team meeting.
Okay, what else? All right, here's the last chocolate for the night. Who knows what the date, first day of National Conference 2018 is? I did see Becky raise her hand before Casey.
I'm going with the 3rd.
No.
I'll be there
No.
I'll be August 2nd.
No.
What? What? It says I thought it was the 3rd.
Is it the first? Is it on my
Really?
It's the first.
Do the first.
God, yes,
8-1, 8-1.
All right, I'm just being nice.
No.
I'm not taking home all this stuff.
She's like, I'm doing every
I
fucking
thought it starts on Thursday.
It does start on
This
Thursday.
is the second.
It's the 2nd.
Oh, we're traveling the first.
Travel the
Travel on
first. So
the
I was
first.
right.
You were right.
You said the 3rd.
I said the second.
Oh, you
I
said
had
the
my two
2nd.
fingers
I was
up.
like, wait. Somebody got it.
I got it.
I'm saying somebody got it.
If you're planning, if you have to
I'm
plan your
sorry, I'm
PTO,
terrible tonight.
like right now, like for the next 12 months, because that's just the way your work works, it is such an investment to go to conference. Consider taking the time off to go.
It's just so fun, you guys. It is so fun.
It's up there. I mean, granted, Paper Tip doesn't pay us to go to conference; we pay them. So unlike the trips, but I think it's almost equally as fun.
But seriously, how much did we get in free product this year?
Gosh, we got the knife.
We got the
and the
chef's
cutting
knife
board.
and the cutting board.
The knife is $89 alone.
So
And
you
the
make
cutting
back
board-
your registration in product.
It was totally worth it.
That's what we paid.
All right. So before we do raffles, going forward, Your challenge for between now and the next team meeting is there is still time left for you to attend a cooking show with people who do cooking shows. So I have one Wednesday night. That is my last cooking show for the month. I'm sure Amy's got a few more up her sleeve, and Laura might too. So if you have not been to a cooking show, and maybe your goal is to do cooking shows in the new year, Casey.
Yes.
How's that goal? Hopefully some of you other guys.
It is my goal.
I'll get back on
Stacey.
track.
Let me
in
tell
the
you
year.
about my goal.
Where's your cooking show?
What's your goal, Case?
So I told
like
Tiffany
Green
like
Run?
the other month, I was like, you know what? I need to ramp it up a little bit. I want to do a little bit more cooking shows. Maybe like 1-2 cooking shows a month. You know, I want to step out of the virtual world. Right now, my virtual parties suck. I'm tired of doing them. And then next thing you know, I do a vendor event. I call a girl up, and she wants to do a cooking show. So I did a cooking show last week. And I'm like, why wait till January to do a cooking show?
That's right.
Like, do one in November.
If you were really serious about earning the trip and you would really like to do that, I challenge you to do cooking shows. I know I keep hearing the same like echo about virtual parties. This one didn't do anything. The host didn't get any orders. Nobody's interacting. That does not happen at a cooking show.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
People don't sit there and stare at you for an hour and they don't say anything.
If it's gonna flop, it usually flops
Before you get there.
Before you leave your house. So you're not investing the time on the front side. Not that virtual parties aren't a good thing, but if you want to ramp it up.
And like Casey had a total stranger do her first cooking show. So it doesn't have to be somebody in your
First two.
It doesn't have to be somebody in your love circle that has to host the cooking show for you.
Yeah.
Yes, you have a question?
No, I was just gonna say, when I did the, I don't remember which one of those 6 weeks. to
Yes.
or whatever, you had said, you know, like do a scare, hashtag do a scare.
Yes.
I kept hashtagging that like the whole time, right? Well, I did my first cooking show that wasn't at my house, okay, on Sunday, yesterday. And literally, I'm not lying, I had to run by Casey's on my way there to pick up some stuff that she was going to let me borrow. The whole way to her house, I thought I was going to throw up.
Yeah. Be so nervous.
I'll call you Doris.
And then leaving Casey's on my way to the girl's house, I'm like at the traffic light, I'm like texting my best friend, and I'm going, I need a drink. I really need a drink. But then once I got there, I was fine.
I did that for the first 3 years of my business. I would drive there and go, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Why did I pack my car? Like, but I think
like I wanted to call
once you get there, you're fine. It's like meeting a new group of people. Like, you know, walking into this house for the first time, y'all's first team meeting. Didn't you feel like, oh crap?
Like, I went to a group of people, like, they're borderline getting ready to have grandchildren.
Okay.
Like, I'm not borderline getting ready to have grandchildren. But, I mean, I'm working with a group of people that are not my age range.
Right.
You know, I don't know what our common grounds are, but, I mean, one girl is cussing up a storm, the other girl is, you know.
Blessing her.
Yeah, like, it was entertaining. I mean, granted, we had, like, I think it was 4 people, but it was fun. And I called Tiffany like an hour before. I'm like, go through your show flow.
I'm getting on the interstate, like in 5 o'clock traffic. And she's like, go through your show with me. And I'm like, what?
I'm like, I have a show. Like, just go through your thing. Not like your whole 1 hour thing, but just.
Like she just wanted the high points.
Yeah.
So we did it.
So I do my introduction. I do this. I talk about this. I tell everyone get up station style. I made sure everyone washed their hands, Amy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I showed them, you know, the first steps, and we didn't shred cheese because she bought block cheese, and I specifically said block cheese.
So now you know that. You always learn something new from a show.
I told them.
Yeah.
I said block cheese. She still bought cheese.
So please, like, think about going to a cooking show if you haven't already. Been to one recently. We try to keep that team schedule, Evernote, like updated with our schedule or whatever. All right. So the other challenge is who brought their December calendar with them?
I did.
Who needs one?
I did.
All right. So
Thank
That's
you.
the one thing I did get.
Do you want us writing on it?
well, yeah. This is like yours. Who else needs one? I got 4. Anybody else? Okay. So this is your calendar. Now I will tell you, in years past, this calendar's a little light compared to years past because there are some blank spots, white blocks in this current calendar. And so this will be at the bottom of the team notes for you guys too. So this is one of your challenges is to do whatever it says on that day. On like say life happens and you don't get to it that day, then you got to move it over to a white block.
Okay.
All right. So you got to be touching your business multiple times this month. Today is not the day to sign off until January 29th. Right? No long winter snaps. So use this calendar and do the activities on there. If you're on like a really good flow or whatever, I'm trying to think of the word I want.
Like you're in the zone.
Like you're in the zone and you're doing this every day and then you get to a white block, we'll help you fill it. We'll figure out something for you guys to do.
And the flip side of that, if you're like, oh gosh, I didn't do it for 2 days because whatever, don't feel like you have to go back and catch up because you know what happens when that happens. It builds and it builds. It's like the laundry and it's a monster then.
Yeah.
Jump in, whatever day it is, and just do that. Just do it that day.
And it's hard, when you're like you guys that work out or eat well better. You go through drive-through like on Monday, and then you go through like drive-through on Tuesday, and finally like on Wednesday you're like, I really should cook at home, but maybe I'll do the drive-through again. Or working out, like you skip a day, and now you skip 2 days, and now it's really hard to get going on the 3rd day.
Just do that.
Just jump in on whatever day it is. You can't make it up, okay? You can if you want, but just jump in on that day and get it done. Now, keep a note or a little check mark or hashtag or whatever on each day as you complete it, and bring these calendars back with you in January. All right, so write your name on the one you have, and that way you can keep track of what you do, keep track of your results. Like if it says book a show and you booked a show, put that on there so that we can talk about this when we come back, because January's meeting is going to be about your strong start for the new year. And we will also be touching base on our new goals. So take a look at the BHAG board. If you didn't already, put your sticker on there for November. Make sure you do that before you go. We'll be reevaluating our goals in January. So
$2,000.
$2,000. So that should be your goal,
Monthly goal.
your monthly goal. And then your BHAG, which stands for big, hairy, audacious goal. Like when you stretch yourself, should be like another number higher, not just by 1, but like.
Yeah. And apparently, if you don't do something that Tiffany feels is within your reach, she will change your number when you don't know.
I only do that to Amy. I didn't do that to anybody else. So, but I always like to use the example of former consultant Amy Robb. She was making preschool payments. That was her goal, was make preschool payments and go to Starbucks once a week for the month. We figured out to the dollar that she needed to submit $827 for the month, take out her $3 in insurance, and then she had enough money to pay for tuition and enough money to go to Starbucks 4 times. Okay, so whoever can do that for you, when it comes to January. But this is like, you guys know I'm in the LEAD program, and this is something I have to do for them by the 12th. So I gotta hop in. But to like look back at your year's numbers and think about what you did, what will you do the same, what will you do differently, and kind of get a jump on that. Another thing that we'll probably share with you guys in the month of December too, Laura got us a really good list of things you should do in December to get ready for the new year. Clean out your bag. Take apart your tool turnabout and
that could
clean
be one
it.
of your blank squares.
Yes, like take everything out of your bag, Clorox wipe it, take everything out of your paperwork bag, take out all the dust. I have animals, as you guys see, and children that are equally as dirty. So I have to clean all that stuff out. There are times that I have 3 tool turnabouts. I empty them all, dismantle them, and clean all the insides of them. So those are things as we're not doing necessarily shows as busy as, after the 15th of this month, but there are other things you can do to get ready for the next month. Make sure you get rid of old paperwork, order new paperwork, whatever you need to do. All right, so I think those are the only 2 announced major challenges. We're going to a show, still you have plenty of time, and do your December calendar, and look at my funny cat and her
And
tail.
one of your fillers can be share a Pampered Chef post. One post that you don't even have to write because you can just
Yeah, you
share
can
it.
share the thing. Okay, so
Share it and tag somebody.
we are gonna do, first we're gonna do our do and tell. So, how have you guys been doing with your do and tells? Getting better. Okay. So this is supposed to be anything you do that is income producing. Okay. So, we're kind of, I guess we're being pretty lenient on what counts as a do and tell. Like we kind of just said, like, whatever you're doing for your business. When you hand out catalogs, things like that, that's great. But to get the information back from the person, that's kind of like the second half of that. So that's why you'll see us ask those questions. Like I handed out 4 mini catalogs today. Great. Did you get information back so you can talk to them? Because if not, it's like putting it right in the trash. Okay. So things like that. That's why when you post that, that helps us kind of see what you're doing and then also coach you on what the next step should be. All right. So anything income producing, you booked a show, you set up a show, you booked a vendor event, all that stuff counts. So this is for, which I will email you the code, for a $10 Target gift card because you were on target. Like that. All right, so this is your green ticket. 590 9 1 0. Courtney won! She's sleeping over there. All right, so she kind of gave us a smile. And then she went blank. Okay, she's like, goodbye. All right, so she won for our do and tell, so that's awesome. All right, so then the next one we'll do the catalog drawings. That's your blue ticket. So every meeting, if you bring a catalog, you have a chance of walking away with a stack. And let me tell you, as we get closer to the change of the season, how many more months do we have left? Not counting this one.
Courtney says she can't hear.
She can't hear. I'm not muted. You're muted. Was she able to hear me before? Talk, Courtney. She's unmuted, but I don't know why she can't hear. In February, you'll see us kind of like scrounging. Who's got a pack? Who's got a pack? Who needs a pack? We'll be changing. So we have 2 more months left. So you have this month to finish out, and then all of January and all of February in the catalog that we are currently in right now. And one thing we didn't put on announcements is if you are active in either November, December, January, you automatically get the changeover box with the new catalogs in February. And if you are not active, which that wouldn't be any of you guys, if you're not active and then you go active in February, they mail you the box of the new catalogs. All right, so this blue ticket goes to 230 1 6 3.
Me.
Yay, Nancy!
Dang it, Nancy!
All the time.
You hadn't been here.
Look at all that. That's
Now
awesome.
I'm glad you put your sticker over my name.
Yes, there you go. Slap that right on. I even got you one without my name on it.
Man.
So,
I
all
did
right.
not. My name's on
Secret
it.
all.
So
I pre-stickered all mine before my surgery, so.
Oh, there you go.
Y'all, I know.
All right, so I got to take all the green stuff out of this bucket so I can get into all the tickets. Y'all did good tonight on this raffle bag. All right, so raffle tickets, just to recap, you got 1 ticket for $2, you got 3 tickets for $5, you got 10 for $10, and if you were already green for the month, you got an extra ticket. All right, there's a lot of white tickets in here.
Oh, that's right. We can buy tickets. That one.
Yes, you have to buy tickets to get your extra one. All right, so before you
It's aliens.
before you leave tonight, please make sure you put your trays to their upright position, which includes all of your plates, cups, and all that in the garbage receptacle in the kitchen. And if you want to slice of pizza, there's about a pizza and a half left. So, all right, white ticket, 7. No excitement there? Okay. Thank you. 4.
Oh my God.
8. 2. 6. 1. Oh my gosh.
Is it yours?
It's mine.
You won. What'd you get?
Oh! That's all right. It's Starbull. I knew what it was. I knew what that item was. That is that part.
That sucker.
Leave that
Split
bag.
in half.
Gift
I
it.
know. They can't see
I told you, it's
Careful,
brand new.
careful, don't pull the bag.
Whatever it is, can I borrow it?
There you go. Oh,
Cutting
sweet.
board.
Ooh, the nice big one.
mean.
Polluted. We don't use the B word.
Life tastes good. Woo-hoo.
3,000 points for every recruit.
Share the business.
3,000 points.
Jamaican Jack!
Oh my god, she is such a nut.
You have recruited her.
Does anybody watch Survivor?
I know, that's right.
Coconut.
She's a coconut on the night.
Oh my gosh. I'm really sorry that she's your recruiter, okay? I'm really sorry.
She picked me. She picked me. She picked me.
Okay.
She's not it. She's like,
Alright, so did I forget anything? Does anybody else remember anything I might have talked about that we didn't discuss tonight that I was supposed to? Alright, well, I'm going to end the recording. Thank you. Oh, presents!
Present.
Presents!
I want it.
Santa came!
Santa didn't hear that.
Santa.
Santa baby.
You want me to hand out?
Yeah.
And you get a Pampers Chef bag.
It's Oprah.
It's really good bag.
I love it.
Anyone Jewish?
So,
No Kwanzaa's.
I celebrate.
Kwanzaa.
look, someone my kids because I got an empty.
What? Blame that child right there.
We love you,
So let me show the people online. Alright, so this is what you guys are gonna get in the mail. These are like the travel bags that you can use. Like these are like literally travel bags that you put like your toiletries in to travel. And then you get a Pampered Chef magnet that can go on your car or your fridge or wherever. So you guys will be getting these in the mail. Is that fun? Alright, so Merry Christmas! Alright, I'm gonna shut the recording off. Let me hit that button.
No. That was the first set, and then Bill then like looked it up and looked